Dandavat Pranam. Namaste. All glories to Srila Bhakti-Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to Srimad Bhagavad-Gita Ki Jai. Chapter 10, Vibhuti-yoga, the divine glories of the Lord. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Puya eva mahabaho shrinu me paramam vacha yate ham priyamanhaya vakshami hita kamyaya. The Supreme Lord said, O heroic Arjuna, listen to my supreme word once again. Desiring your welfare, I shall speak to you who are very dear to me. Name vidhu suragana prabhavam na mahasraya aham adir hidevanam maharshinam chasarvasha. Neither the demigods nor the great sages can understand my transcendental appearance in this world. As I alone am the origin of all those celestial beings and sages. Yomam ajam anadim cha veti loka maheshvaram. Asamudha samartyeshu sarva papai pramuchate. One who knows me, the son of Devaki, as the birthless, beginningless, supreme Lord of all beings, is undiluted among men and completely liberated from sin. Buddhir janam asammoha kshama satyam damasama shukam dukam bhavo bhavo bhayam chabhayam evacha ahimsa samata tushtis tapo dhanam yaso yasa bhavanti bhava bhutanam mata eva pratagvidha. Intelligence, knowledge, freedom from delusion, forbearance, truthfulness, mental control, sense control, happiness, unhappiness, birth, death, fear, courage, non-violence, equanimity, satisfaction, austerity, charity, fame, and infamy. All these various attributes of the living beings are born of me alone. Maharshaya sapta purve chatvaro manavastata madbhava manasa jata isham loka ima praja. The 7 great sages headed by Marichi, and preceding them the 4 Brahmana sages headed by Sanaka, and also the 14 Manus, or progenitors, headed by Svayambhuva, all are empowered by me and are born of Lord Brahma, who is a manifestation of my mind. Mankind and all progeny descends from these patriarchs. Etam vibhutim yogam cha mama yoveti tatvata. Sovikalpena yogena yujate natra samshaya. One who thus knows, in truth, my supremacy in devotional service serves me in unwavering realization. Of this there is no doubt. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mata sarvam pravartate. Iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. I am Krishna, the sweet absolute, the origin of all, the entire universe of material and transcendental play, activity, purpose, and the Vedas and allied scriptures which give guidance, all evolve from me alone. Realizing this treasure, persons of fine theistic intelligence surpass the mundane and embrace the path of love divine, Ragamarg, and adore me forever. Commentary from Srila Bhakti-Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj. Verses 8 through 11 are the 4 principal verses of Srimad Bhagavad-Gita. This was verse 8, by the way. The ontological substance of the book is contained within these 4 essential verses, beginning Aham Sarvasya Prabhavo, everything evolves from me. In the Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.11, the 3 main conceptions of the Absolute are given as Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. Brahman is the all-comprehensive aspect of the Absolute. Paramatma is the all-permeating aspect of the Absolute, and Bhagavan is the personal conception of the Absolute. The word Bhagavan is generally defined as stated in the Vishnu Purana 6.5.47. Aishvaryasya samagrasya viryasya yasha shriya Jnanavaragya yoschaiva sanambaga iti naga. He who is full with all six opulences of wealth, power, fame, beauty, knowledge, and renunciation is known as Bhagavan, the Supreme Lord. The characteristic of Bhagavan as Lord Narayan is that all kinds of potencies are personally controlled by him. However, Srila Jiva Goswami has given a special and particularly fine interpretation. Bhagavan means Bhajaniya Guna Vishishta. His nature is such that whoever comes into contact with him cannot resist serving him. No one can resist feeling moved to worship and adore this charming personality. As Lord Krishna, he attracts the love of everyone. Therefore, by the word Sarvasya, Lord Krishna indicates, I am Svayam Bhagavan, the Supreme Lord himself. I am the origin of not only Brahman and Paramatman, I am also the origin and the master of all potencies who commands the respect of everyone, Lord Narayana of Vaikuntha. Mata sarvam pravartate. Every attempt and movement begins from me, including the methods by which everyone worships and serves me in devotion. Nayam atma pravachena labhyo na medhaya na bahuna shrutena yamevaisha vrunute tena labhyas tasyaisa atma virnute tanum svam. The Katha Upanishad 1.2.23. The Lord cannot be known by logic, intelligence, or extensive study of the scriptures, but he reveals himself to one who is eager to serve him and prays to him for his grace. In this way, Mata Sarvam Pravartate. I am the first to reveal to the people, worship me in this way. I appear as Guru, and through him I worship myself. In Srimad Bhagavatam 11.17.27, Guru is described by the Lord as his own direct manifestation. Acharya mam vijaniyan nava manyeta karhichit namartya budhyashuyeta sarvadeva mayo guru. Shri Krishna said to his devotee Uddhava, you should know the bona fide spiritual master as my very self. Guru Deva is the embodiment of all the gods. Never dishonor him or find fault in him by ascribing any mundane conception of place, time, and circumstances to him. Furthermore, the Lord's finest potency is Srimati Radharani. Of course, there are many other eternal associates, but the highest order of devotional service is represented in Srimati Radharani. The Lord is therefore saying, my worship is shown by me. I, as my finest potency, worship myself. Iti matva bhajante mam. Understanding this conception, the devotee will come to worship me, always under the direction of my highest, best worshipper, my finest potency and representation, Radharani, or Gurudev. Crossing her, the highest and most desirable form of service to me is not possible. Radha Dasyam, the servitorship of Srimati Radharani, is indicated here. Only those who are blessed with divine intelligence will be able to appreciate this, and not persons with self-acquired intelligence from this Mayika quarter, the world of misconception. In this verse, the word Buddha refers to Samudhash, and as described in Srimad Bhagavatam 11.5.32, were persons of fine theistic intelligence arising from direct connection with the transcendental plane. The inner guidance and direction they receive is the outcome of Shukriti, divine merit, acquired by the associated pure devotees. Bhava Samanvitaha means Raga Samanvitaha, Vaishnava, Anuraga, love, and attraction, which is affinity, not by strictly following scriptural rules or drawn from any plane of loss and gain, but from bhava, inner divine inspiration. Devotion of this high type is completely non-calculative, Gyan Sunya Bhakti, as described by Srila Rupa Goswami in his Sri Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1.1.9. Anya Bilasita Sunyam Gyana Karmadi Anvrtam Anukulyena Krishna Ushilanam Anukulyena Krishna Sulinam Bhaktir Uttama. The highest devotion is that which satisfies Lord Krishna, free from the coverings of any pursuits such as action and knowledge. The most rare and elevated stage of devotion is in the line of spontaneous devotion known as Ragamarg. In that line, guided by the qualified guru, an elevated pure devotee may attain service to a leader of one of the groups of Krishna's personal associates who serve the Lord in his pastimes in a relationship of friendship, Sakyaras, parenthood, Vatsalyaras, or consorthood, Madhuraras. In turn, the Lord is served in spontaneous devotion by his friends headed by Subal Shaka, and by his parental devotees headed by Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yashoda. The gopis headed by Lalita and Vishaka serve him in consorthood, but amongst all his devotees and amongst all the gopis, the highest order of divine loving service is rendered to the Lord by Srimati Radharani. Therefore, the acme of Ragamarg is the service of Radharani, Radha Dasyam. This is the highest objective of the Rupanuga Gaudiya Sampradaya, the followers of pure devotion, as taught by Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada, in the line of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Machchitta madgata prana bodhayanta parasparam katayantas chamam nityam tushanti cha ramanti cha. That's text 9 now. Always thinking of me, those surrendered souls converse about me, enlightening one another with the nectar of their devotional realizations, ever content and ecstatic in their divine natures. Commentary. The Supreme Lord, Krishna, is speaking about his pure devotees. I am in the heart of their hearts, in their every thought. Their entire energy, their whole life is dedicated to my satisfaction. They converse with one another about me and experience mutual enlightenment. They always love to talk about me with whoever they meet, and nothing else. For every time, place, and circumstance, I am the only subject of their discussion. They find very much satisfaction in this tushanticha. They find very much satisfaction in this tushanticha. Up to the divine relationship of parenthood, there is the feeling of satisfaction. Furthermore, ramanticha, just as a wife enjoys a conjugal relationship with her husband, the devotees similarly feel such ecstasy in my intimate company when speaking about me. This has also been mentioned by the previous acharyas. Thus ends our reading for today. All glories to Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to Srila Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to Arupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees Ki Jai. All glories to Sripad Bhakti Nishkam Shanta Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to Sripad Bhakti Vigyan Muni Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to Baladev Subhadra Jagannath Ju Ki Jai. All glories to Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. All glories to Kurukshetra Dham Ki Jai. All glories to Navadvip Dham Ki Jai. All glories to Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. All glories to Giri Govardhan Gupta Govardhan Dham Ki Jai. All glories to Tulsi Devi Ki Jai. Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Hari 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 Bol.